enyumre a bread to send some ekoso mema say the yim bia yato trending news no yaji nkonwa na yede esomo na next time yede eba no di dimo akotene ebi ene say Ghana mampani ene dey Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo wotune to akosra Bank of Ghana na eno ena Bank of Ghana director wode ato edwa say nani age papa if you say intense say aban ote akunya so ebeba abesomo Sanso ena Ghana mampani abedi achire His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na dey waka SMP ewo yenuanom Peace FM omo afidie no eso.
It has begun. The contract has been awarded. The process has begun.
So where?
Ministry of Education. So for senior secondary schools, there are two processes actually going on. Kwame, unim say ECG, omo fiber across the country.
Yeah.
I didn't know
the electricity wiring is
Masha Bejani edema aswase abato no biayo ede ato ejase was stress Sani NDC ni NPP for assign peace agreement no was stress post for omo ebedu omdwuma bi pepepe na asisi bia mm.
We want them to deal with us when we when we abuse the law or when we break the law. We want them to equally with the same measure deal with our opponents when they also do so. And
Sanso ena police penia wo abato ne pesuano so ede aseda ama NPP ne NDC enkenka National Peace Council so motimi etu anamon amajumedie no etimi abaso.
The two contesting personalities in this upcoming election to a round table talk, maybe over a bottle of Coke. That would be great. The supporters will know that these people are peaceful. But if the leaders are peaceful, why can't we the followers also be peaceful?
Sanso ena chairman Edema National Peace Council Most Reverend Emmanuel Asante and so ede abasobo ama part ni mienu na waka say wone emrasebedwafo no emienu NDC ene NPP edimu yewra muntakamo ebedin komo se ne be asundie no a ye hwehwe na bekoso akoso ewo asonase abato mpesua no so.
The other political party, NPP, NCE has also spoken that they all want peace. The leaders of the community have also expressed their concern, and they have also told the people that they want peace, and that they would expect that the two political parties have their representatives, since they are all family members.
APC Kofabai no Sansuye Frank Tufo Edema Ekuno Honorable Hassan Ayariga Ede Atuja se Oba University a free primary copy university yebeko no free ene hihia hodo p ena ode ato eja na ose kwan obefa so obenya sika ne de corruption nsema ekoso omam oba besi ano kwan na wedi sa adwuma no.
Corruption ongoing, and if we are to cut down on corruption alone, I am 100% sure that we will be able to implement free tertiary education. One will ask, why even the implementation of a free secondary tertiary education? That's the most important factor one should be asking. We also cut down
Ivan Green Street CPP Convention People's Party ono ena oye flag bearer otu franka ede ama ekuno na ode ato edwa say eho behia say prosecutor Yera Martin Amidu ode ne dwumadi a wadie no ebeba betugya amayehu say wo konanima anase wo konachi ewo keta asehemu.
There was much expectation, but as at now, there seems to be a shortage in terms of delivery. But perhaps there are reasons for that. I don't think we can just criticize for the sake of criticizing. I'm sure the office itself may have reasons to explain why that is the case. They may.
Sanso enas Dr. Steve Mantiu ono ena ekiobe se edunum omo ehyiamu ewon kran ye press conference or the atu eja se aban no hwe na ejapa royalties deal no wontwam.
Not have no sleep over this Ejapa rural income investment transaction. If
ensɛm wei ne afoforo pii na n'anwummerɛ yɛagye nkonnwa a yɛde ɛba abɛsom mo. Medin de Edward Donko. Afei ene ensɛm no emu enkyeremu enie. Ene da Ghana yɛma mpania bɛdi akyire His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ekokopiem ɛwɔ radio so radio baako a ɛwɔ Nkran Peace FM ɛso na ɔne wɔn edi nkɔmɔ audio pii na nkɔmɔ no ɛna manifesto nsɛm ɛbɛn mu nkɔmɔ audio pii ɛna ɔmo di yɛsɛ mekan no ɔmo ɛhyɛ aseɛ bɔ nkɔmɔ na ɛno ɛna ɔkyerɛ mu ɛsɛ ɛbibrem ha sɛ nyinaa yɛka ɛsɛ wa wokuta Vodafone ana wisu Vodafone network na anasɛ obi enso ekuta MTN network na obetimi asend sika from Vodafone ade akɔ MTN so no sa interoperability program no Ghana hanko a bibrem ha Ghana hanko a ɛna yeye bie na nsɛm kekama no anasɛ nkomodidi ma no ɛna ɔsa ɛde etu dwa sɛ aban no ɛbɔ no ho mmɔden yɛ papaapa ɛhyehyɛ ɔde egu ɛhɔnom sɛ nsuo yɛnum ni free sanso na nkane a yɛnyusu no free bɛsɛ abosome bɛsɛ ɛnwɔtwe no ɛyɛ adeɛ bi a ɛnha ɔman no efisɛ hyehyɛ papa gu akwema a ɛbɛboa ama ɛkabia ɛmɛtɔ enkyirima ɛso ɛmɔmo ɛmetua na daakye bia na ɔsesese Ghana yɛnsika sɛm no egyina hɔ yie sɛ kim egyina hɔ pintin na nkomodidiem ɛwɔ 2016 wɔ abra mo bomb ntoa no ɛna ɔde ɛbɛtu edwa sɛ ɔba city no ɔbɛkye no egyina hɔ ɔbɛma na ayɛ yie paa ɛna yɛbisa ne sɛ nti wo ba city watch no ɛna ɔsɛ city no ɔkye no sɛ nyɛ sɛ bi a ɔkye no de na kɔ police station na mmom sɛ ne ɛbɛyɛ a ɛnɔma ntimi nkɔ soro asɛ ɛnkɔ fam sɛ ne kane no ɔmo ɛbɛfa akonnwa no ana ɔmo gye mu 2008 no na city no na ɛne dollar no one city a na oyɛ nya $1 baako na so enei party a free so na ana mamu free so no ɔmba ɛbɛfa no bɛɛ for 8 years no uyi city na ubeyi city sibe enum ansa na watimi anya dollar no na so ɔmo ɛbaa bɛɛ 3 years ni ɔmo de no entimi multiply na mmom party a anasa mamu atwa ma ɔmo ebedi so no ɔmo de no etimi bɔ ho bɛɛ ɛnan na so ɔmo de no entimi ɛma ho mienu kora na kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo de mmɔ ɛwɔ city no ho no ɛyɛ adeɛ bi a ɔmo etimi abɔ ɔmo modin yɛ papa a ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa kora ɛwɔ ɛhɔnom ɛno ɛna ɔkyerɛm sɛ ɛba bank nsɛm enso a nipa pii ɛna yɛtimi atua ɔmo sika ɛde ama ɔmo a ɛyɛ akɔ ha mu nkyekyɛmu bɛɛ sɛ aduɔkono ɛnkono a ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa kora na ɔsɛ nipa a na ɔmo sika da bank no na nyɛ sika ketewa kora nyɛ nipa ketewa nipa bɛɛ 4.6 million ɛna ɔmo sika kɔkɛ mu ɛwɔ bank atoto na ɛna yɛtimi atua ɛde ama ɔmo na ɔmo a ɔmo aka no na ɔmo sika nsɛm ne nsɛnsɛm na kyerɛ sɛ ɛne da yi ɛno nti ɛna akɔkɛm na ban no ɛbɔ no mmɔden sɛ wa sika akam bia no ebetua ɛde ama wa ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa kora na ne nkɔmɔdidi no sei ɛna osi edi bie wɔ manifesto no ɔsi wɔn NPP amanyɔkuo no ɛgye manifesto nsɛm edi paa yi a ɔmo bɛhwɛm na ɔmo ɛde adwuma
manifesto wobɛkɔ akɔsom na krataa afa baako ebefi
okay na ɔka nsɛm pii na yɛde ɛsa ɛne no ɛbɛma mo na yɛnkɔ wifi so no was a free secondary school ɛkɔpem university wifi no ɛyɛ adeɛ bi a ebetimi ayɛ adwuma na nyɛ akeka kwa
it has begun. The contract has been awarded. The process has begun.
So where?
Ministry of Education. So for senior secondary schools, there are two processes actually going on. I mean, unim say ECG, or fiber across the country.
Yeah.
I didn't know
the electricity wiring is
almost everywhere. Omo meter no, omo fiber. So, in the context of what we were investigating for free Wi-Fi, we found out this, and so the Ministry of Education is has engaged a contractor for the free Wi-Fi for the secondary schools, and that program is
all secondary schools.
All secondary schools. All.
Do we have the capacity?
Yes, we do. Oh yes, Nyamiadum. It's just Wi-Fi.
Are we just dreaming big for the purposes of dreaming big, thinking big for? And there's a concrete.
But the point is that, as I said, if you get to the point, because we've talked to a number of potential service providers, and the Ministry of Education has chosen one of them, right? And this is not rocket science. Having Wi-Fi in a place is not rocket science. Other countries have done it, but sometimes your minds not limited. Kakra, we always think that some things are impossible. That's how. But these things have other countries have done it. We can do it. It's not. If you can have electricity in your home, we can also have Wi-Fi in schools. There's no problem. So I know, and then the ECG is working on about 13 tertiary institutions that to bring in the free Wi-Fi. So the ECG is working on that side. Ministry of Education is working on the secondary schools, and we will see a major, I think, change in this area next year, inshallah.
Na manifesto nsem no say na okan say oman no omo bon modern say digitization ebekoso pa omema say oba na say enye asem keto akra na adwuma oman no de asensa no eno na omo bekoso edi echi na omo abo de ama oman on manifesto.
Let's protect the progress, because the manifesto, the first part of it is accounting for our stewardship. So we go sector by sector. Kwame, yes. We have put together sector by sector a list of almost 350 achievements that we have in all of these sectors, over in the 289 categories. You can count about 350 achievements of this government in all the 17 sectors that we analyze in the manifesto. And they are so impressive. And there's sector by sector, you can see how much better we have performed. And so all of this progress that we are making in every sector that we can think of, we need to protect that progress in the interest of our people. So many people will be at risk if we allow the NDC to come into government with a very unclear program and an uncredible, a program that is not credible, because their record is a bad one across the board that they are talking about. I can't see a sector where their record is better than ours. I can't. So why give up? We're creating more jobs. We're stabilizing the economy. We're growing agriculture, everything. So why change when you have something that is better than what was before? The same old person wants to come back. So, we talked about accounting for our stewardship, protecting our progress. But then now we also in this manifesto talked about the impact of COVID and what we are trying to do to recover from the impact of COVID, and the CARES program that we have, COVID alleviation, revitalization of enterprises, strategy that we have, project that we have to try to revitalize a lot of enterprises that have been affected by COVID. And we have that in the manifesto. Then we go to the final part of the manifesto, the two parts where we are looking at transformation and getting accelerated growth. And the digitization, creating a digital economy, and how we want to do it in terms of reducing taxes on some of the digital devices, expanding broadband, and then creating these interlinkages created between the digital infrastructure already. So we
Ghana yeman peni abedi echire society to just say ehu ehia behia say yebeye airport wimse gina bia ede ama Ogwamantem or Cape Coast yede wimse gina bia ebe kohonom na eno ena ochirem say enye say omo ede wimse gina bia no ekohonom na omoja ekwan no ejeje mu omo bebo omo moden ama ekwan bia wo se omo ye bia no omo etimi aye ewo Ogwamantem o se ne be ya ka akona bra dwumadi nso etimi awie peye na eno ena ode etu dwa se Cape Coast uhwema suku a yenyina yekobie yi uhwe a ɛhɔ pa na ɛhyɛ ase free no nso ɔmo fa school nso eni agrokra eno nti sɛ dwumadie sei ɛkɔ hɔ no ma ɛbɛboa saa nso ɛna ɔde etu dwa sɛ uhwe slave trader wiasem afa na ha nyina oka slave trader kwasom dwumadie a untimi anya Cape Coast nso ejeje mu oka slave trade bia obeka Cape Coast na se sa normal we say e wo hono ma aya na nipa dodo na neko ensrahwe na so mo ekọ ensrahwe a se ne be ya omako na bere dwumadim ebe ye fofofo ama wo no na ehia se aban no ehwe no omode wiem hyengina bia ekọ ehonom
airport in Cape Coast no idea in our opinion. I think it will be a good thing for Cape Coast. Why do I say so? Well, say historically Cape Coast used to even be the capital of Ghana.
That's true. Gold Coast,
yeah, it used to be the capital. Cape Coast today, if you are talking about the history of slavery in the world, anywhere in the world, is you talk about or study the history of slavery, you will study Cape Coast. That you cannot tell the story about the history of slavery without talking about Cape Coast, of all the forts and castles in Cape Coast. So in terms of the slavery issue, it's very big. You talk today, for that matter, about tourism in this country. Tourism in this country. And Cape Coast is the tourism capital of Ghana. There's no other place that attracts as many tourists as Cape Coast. You talk about education. And today, if you look at education in Ghana, Cape Coast is the education capital of Ghana. Boosting the economy of Cape Coast. You have to look at it long term. And the tourism industry is one that really is important.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can fly into a place. I don't have to come in and be on a 3-hour journey on a bus to get to the place.
Na best na ochimi no ko na ochimi ensani na Ghana yebo so say yesese die nimekuo bi efri Germany etimi ababe ka wa hase a na tese nyasem keto akra na do danko akufa do pa eho entoma na eno na yebisa na se manifesto a mode beto dwai womo nso a omo eye enwuma wa hase se biti se kantanka mo twa womo abo ana eno na o kirem se treatment ya yede bema foreign investment no the same treatment ene yede bema local ones.
Very much. I think the incentives to Kantanka are really no different from the incentives to VW. The automotive policy applies to all players, equal level playing field. So the idea VW and I said Toyota, and in fact we are actually buying cars from Kantanka, from what I understand, and so on. So we want to boost Kantanka, and they are doing some very, very good vehicles, even electric vehicles, now smaller vehicles, and so it will be. And what we are also doing with the automotive policy is we are introducing a leasing arrangement for vehicle brand new in Ghana without having to pay import duty, and you pay for it over time through leasing arrangements. So if you are a teacher, you don't have money because you have the whatever your national ID and other things. No, government beat me up. Wow. Now what car no for fraud. So idea I actually say bus, ne trotro, ne taxi, ye manufacture Ghana, and so we'll create the jobs here and make it sustainable. So the automotive industry, we want to add to it the leasing policy. No, so the nipa beat me up to so I can see spare parts. So I think it is very important. I think the Ghana Car Dealers Association, the Minister for Trade and Industry, is engaging them, and I think that they will continue to engage. But I don't really think that they should really. I don't really think that there should be a demonstration or anything like that. They should sit down and talk, and then we'll see where we can meet them and explain what is going on to them.
Ghana Eman Penia Bedi actually His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enono na enrada NDC for press conference omo eyeye openi okasa ema omo yewra Sami Jemfi enso editu ejwa se normal dodo na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia bobo so na otwe ene no eye ade bia wonam Ghana ha se a wonhunu bi akyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ ghost project na ɛno ɛna Mahmood Bawumia ekyerɛkyerɛ mu sɛ ohwɛ nɔɔma Sami Gyamfi kyerɛ mu sɛ ɛyɛ ghost project na nuru bɛyɛ sɛ aduasa na sɛ nuru bɛyɛ sɛ aduasa yɛde project bɛyɛ sɛ mpem dunson ani akyire ɛna ɛbɛto edwa na sɛ woka sɛ emu kakra bi ɛna ɛyɛ adeɛ bi a wonhuna anaasɛ enwie ya na kyerɛ sɛ aban na bɔ no modern ya o maake no obetumi aka sɛ bɛyɛ 99% dɛ aban no atumi ayɛ ɛno nti ɛna ehia sɛ obia ɛde delivery track record ɛba beto dwa sɛ ne bɛyɛ aban bi abɔ adwuma bi a wadi ɛso a yɛtumi ahu sɛ aban no deɛ wɔka na ɛnyɛ nokora anaasɛ ɛyɛ ɛnokora no so on the one na buy on my bomb modern ye papa.
The website because new projects have now been added because districts are saying we have 18,075, not 17,000 anymore.
And it can be tracked?
Oh yeah, it's the same website. It's the same website, 18,075. But if that is the case, right, and you say 26 have problems and we are going to interrogate that 26, that means you are saying that 99.9% of what you have done is correct. If you can only find 26 that are not correct, right? If those stand to scrutiny,
99. Voters registration exercise a course on Ashanti region Asante Mantema say no nsɛmpi na course ɛwɔ Aswase constituency no emu na ɛno ɛna NDC ne NPP fo ya na se say de bibia etimi atoto din NDC ene NPP fo omo etimi ede wo monsa ahye nkrata ase a omo enyina agye atom se omo bedan suban papa edi a ebeboa ama asumdue etimi awie peye na owura woye chairman titrini edima National Peace Council Most Reverend Emmanuel Asante etimi kopiem ewo Aswase constituency ho enrada etoto no mapa ema party fo emi no obi etimi de nsa ehye enkrata ase ema asumdue no omo etimi eda esase ese ampa ombeda di obsuba papa di ama asumdue no aba na eno se enwie peye ewo se omo a omo ginam se ento aba ma omo se emrase bedwafo no omo ba akonko emrase bedwani no mechire owura alido a wogina mu ede ama NPP sanso ena Rashid Bejoni a osi akunwa so ema NDC yewura Muntaka Muhammad Honorable ono nso ebetimi akopim no mienu omo etimi ne omo enya nkasae ama mentimi ho ase a ewo omo ntem no eto etimi etwa na eno ode aseda ema party ne mienu se omo etimi bo omo eho modern.
The other political party, NPP, MCE has also spoken that they all want peace. The leaders of the community have also expressed their concern, and they have also told the people that they want peace, and that they would expect that the two political parties have their representatives, since they are all family members, family in the sense that they belong to the same constituency. The majority of them are Muslims. They all read the same holy book. They should comport themselves. So they've advised them. At the end of the day, we felt that there would be the need for them to commit themselves into writing, so that at least it will remind them that they have committed themselves to that. The NPP and the others have signed. The NDC representatives think that they need to do consultation, and that is what is going on now. So as far as we are concerned, we have agreed that at some point, sometime in October, we would like the Honorable Muntaka and is it Honorable Alidu? We would like to bring them together to really draw and also make a public demonstration of commitment to peace within the area, so that the people would understand. In most cases,
National Peace Council wanted Most Reverend Emmanuel Asante ena moten nkano na police commander edema menshia divisional police wono so ede ato edwa se wono so ebehwe ema asumdue etimi aba asonase
started. A lot of things were said. hotspot. The place is going to burn. There will be this, there will be that. What did we see? A generally peaceful registration exercise, and I believe that the voting itself is going to be more peaceful than we've had during this registration exercise. Indeed, I'm looking for a day in Ghana where people will go to the registration center without the presence of the police and they register peacefully. I'm looking for a day in Ghana where people will go to the booth to cast their votes without the police presence. That's what we're looking for. If you continue to tag Aswase as violent, so, it's like telling your child he's a bad boy and continue to hammer it into his head. He's sure will be a bad boy. But Aswase is not like that. Of course, there were these pockets of challenges. You are not eligible to register here. Then these things are very normal everywhere in the country. So to say that Aswase is the hottest spot in the country, and for that matter,
Police Commander Yeboa ena mote ACP Yeboa ena mote nenkano na enye nonko ena okan wo se parties ni mienu nyina NDC ene NPP titu Mrasebejania oho Muntaka Mubarak onya akoma toyemu na ombeboa aposifo ombeboa ama bibia timi atoto din na Aswase de se de odi ka kan no eye bia omo edi emra so enye se hey e wo hot se de amanfo esi ehuno.
Who doesn't know the units that we have in our Asante region, especially in Kumasi? It is one of the most mechanical units that we have in the Ghana police. They are known. Everybody in Asante knows them, and all of us know ourselves. Like you did say, I also had a little bit of my growing stages, finding myself around Asante because my father was a railway worker and we're living there. Right. I would be pleased if we could, all of us, all the stakeholders, if we could tone down things, if we could tone down our way such that we have the Aswase which was peaceful when we were young, when we were living there. If we're not very careful, some of these things we are all of us are perceiving. There is no fairness from here, there's no fairness. Sometimes if you can go to the market and you want to go and buy tomatoes and you think the person is for this party and therefore we have to go somewhere else, that will not help all of us. The two contestants are my very good friends. All right, we've known ourselves for long. So for us to do or say certain things that will sort of edge our supporters in a way to believe that the police is not being fair. I'm talking on both sides of the political divide. All I will say is this, that I give them my assurance and reassurance that police will continue to be very neutral and professional in all we do. My brother on the line knows me very well. I also know him very well. His contestants, my brother Ali also knows me, and I also know. And the two of them know themselves so well. It's just a competition.
Na osato aso ebiem se wone na dwumayefo mo behwe ama asumdue akoso ewo Aswase na ode asida enso ema National Peace Council so motu anamon ama peace agreement na etimi abaso ewo Aswase no ebeboa amomo dwumadie a omo ebeye no ho no etimi aba ayefo ede ama omo na obianya resimu se aposifo no behwe no matoto no ma pepepe.
The two contesting personalities in this upcoming election to a round table talk, maybe over a bottle of Coke. That would be great. The supporters will know that these people are peaceful. If the leaders are peaceful, why can't we the followers also be peaceful? If Peace Council can bring these two gentlemen to a round table talk over a cup of coffee, that would be great. We know that, after all, we are following peaceful people. Let us therefore also be peaceful. That is what we are looking for. It's a good idea that has been brought up by Peace Council.
Na eno ena Mrasebejania owo Aswase constituency honorable Mubarak Muntaka enso ede eto ejasa posifo no omo dwumadi a omo ediye ewo voters registration exercise course so bosome ntamuni no eye ade bia na ensemfata ne no enema NDC fo na omo etwetwe omo enase a na omo empese omo ebesan agreement no.
Organizer
anything, we'll report to them. And my secretary said, no, we are not going to agree. You cannot come and pretend.
Your call has been put on hold. Please wait. Your call has been put on hold. Please wait.
Acting wrongly. Let me give you just 3 incidents that will test major. One happened at Akucha line, not far away, I think not too far away from your old office, around the Bombay Road. 3 of our agents, pooling agents, just what we call CI91, you are not under any circumstances to take party agents of police stations. Now, MPP call police, they come and without asking anything, they just reach 3 of our agents and send them to the police, central police, living at the registration center without an agent. We went there, that we told that they are using some sheets that are from Ishi. I said, look at the sheet that they are holding. My brother, to cut long story short, they slept overnight there. They had to, the police, we don't want trouble. You see, the way the thing came, we don't want anybody to, now the way things are happening, they have to write to the EC for the EC to confirm that before, and they have to do that before we got the gentleman bill. Apparently, the EC to them said, no, these are not our documents. We have even encouraged people to download our form so that by the time people get they know every question that they will be asked. This went with that abuse. Another time at Kumaka, when we were doing the students' registration, they called the police that our agent is disturbing the process. And you know what the agent was insisting? You come to the Kumaka center, and then you have people that come in with guarantors completed form. The guarantor is supposed to be there to guarantee for that person. Our agent insists, no, these are minors. You have to get people to guarantee. Those who are guaranteeing must be here. And I want to challenge. They said there's no challenge form. He said, no, you are supposed to have a challenge form here. They called the police. They came to whisk our agent. We have to insist. You cannot be arresting our agent and leaving us without this. Now we're finished. You know what we've noticed? In the case of the Kumaka, that very day when they took 2 of our agents away, after the exercise, we have a software from
eno mrase bedwani a owo asonase na eno no osade tu dwasa posifo no wamo enhwe na omujumedi a omo edie no omo enye neutral omo nyina mfimfinye se omo baako akosi ya o de mra bedi no kojo ye dia na o manafa no ho adi anye sade a omo so omo ebekeka omo.
We want them to deal with us when we abuse the law or when we break the law. We want them to equally, with the same measure, deal with our opponents when they also do same. And I'm giving this assurance. I promise the citizens of this country, in as one sense, we will not start anything lawless. And believe me, if people start, don't blame us for retaliating. Because you see, one thing about us is that we are densely populated, almost 400,000 people, but everybody knows where everybody sleeps. We all know each other. And the kind of misbehavior that they got away with during registration, we had to control ourselves heavily because we noticed that all they wanted was to destroy the process that our people don't get to register. Now our people have registered. Believe me, you are not going to.
Now, osade to just say, apostle no answer no more and do omo ejumedie. Na se omo ejumedie no ekoye esisisem de a ene a peace agreement na omo sign no ombesa ache omo ho afrim.
This MPP tax plan openly saying it. The police are on our side. There's nothing that will happen, and they will misbehave and they get away with it. Now you come and tell us. So we said, when they call me, the police council chairman called me and spoke to me, and I said, look, the concern my executive violations are real, but I would not want us to be seen as people who do not want to have peace. So I call my executives. After deliberation with them, I pleaded with them that, look, sign with conditions. And our condition is simple. Any day that we see the police or the military abusing any of our supporters, we are out of this agreement. Because we are not going to sleep closing our eyes. No.
Mrase bedwani edema aswase abato no mpesua no so ena mote ye no na eno entonche na aswase wa na eda so ewo na anwumre ya chairman edema NDC amayekuo no so dia atudwa se omo ekoda sore ya omo achi abrante bia omo susu se wadi emfie be se aduasa ensia na dwumadi a odie ene se NDC fo na omo ho no na omo ogege wo national identification card ID card a ye ne nanse ya no na abrante yi agege na de o kan se o sa card a wagege yi o de ko na akodi dwuma no ama party members na agege wo card no ya mo loan ama mo de aye adwuma na eno na o chirim se ye eye subanboni bia binum ahye ato se ohwe exhibition beba so nyame adoma bosumi ya ba besimi a eno na manfo efa eho kwan se ne be ya eho akwakoye NDC stronghold NDC fo dodo na eho na no yetimi age wo card e free wo ensem na eno na osa achirim se adenti na eho bia eho nko na etimi ekoye na entimi ankwankopiem ewo nhyiaye so bantama anase asokwa na miamia aka on na asoase nko na nipa yodi nani achira wetimi agi nipa be se 300 eko 400 won ID cards na ade bia susue boni bi na ebinum apo na omo de omo edi omo nim omo ni ada ho ma sa no ma boni sei no omo etimi edi echire na omo abo ho ban omo ema no ensi nti abrantie no omo ache no ede na akoma aposifo.
They've arrested a guy in which he's collecting the voter ID cards. So I told them that they should bring him to the police station. I'm coming myself. But since the EC told us that they are going to delete some foreigners and minors from the register, I took it up for myself that all my Zongo communities, I put some agents, some guys there that they should be vigilant, because when they're going to remove foreigners and minors, maybe some minors from the register, the names are from Zungos and the Botarians. So I was working on that area that they should be very vigilant, so that if they see somebody doing something that is above the law.
NDC. Okay. Eno NDC chairman na yetenenka efa nipa omo etimi achi no ewo aswase wabra okuta cars bese aduasan eko no aduanan eso a osusu se cars ayaje no ne nyina NDC for cars. Day Ghana Yemampeni, His Excellency Nana Danko Ekufuado de Nene Achrimu our Bank of Ghana, Kwakosra Omo, Akwakosho Mujimedi out or said ye esi echo na eno ena okupiem or nature say and sem depa Eddie Emma Bank of Ghana Jumae Fono Titu Openi Quantrefwa Washe Bank of Ghana, the governor Dr. Ernest Addison, Neniati Papa Paya. Ochire mu se ifri se bank ba Ghana ha sei no we Dr. Kwame Nkrumah 1957 ye bie bank na no okopiem ewo ho na we His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings ono so ekopiem ewo ho no 1996 aban bie ni ho bie ma ote akonya so a watimi abesra omo na chese intense kra nti enedai enichi sem kese pa ene koso ewo Bank of Ghana ho wa bra na nado danko Ekufuado ekoshia omo ewo ehonum na eno ena governor edema Bank of Ghana ode ato edwase aban ni jumedi ahodo a odi se obehwe na enoma etimi adeda ye ewo Bank of Ghana ehonum no ono nso aboa mesikasem etimi ejina ye papa anya asem ketwa Womonso Bank of Ghana Jumaifo no so timi bo mo modern eka ho ma ban na montio no etimi ewie peye na eno na osa edetu edwa se sa nhihye ya na mo aban no etu ye no etimi aboa ema sikasem etimi ejina omamu ye pa enya asemketo akra nti ode abaso kese ema aban na enya asemketo akra na eno na wose esa etimi eboa ye ema Bank of Ghana etimi eje award kese pa se Bank of Ghana ana Central Bank Kesia wabon homoden ewo mfiempiemienu ene edu enkronum omo etimije sa abasobode no na eno na osa editu dwa se en aban no esa aboa ne hihye pa no ema wa osika ekogu bank ahodo a enka ego no omonsa etimi ekan ni nyina eye aban no enhyehyeye a otimi edi egu akwan mu no eno na etimi boy ma sa customers omonsa etimi eka womo esika na wachire mu se COVID-19 ebaye aha obia na bank jumedie nso de sikasem ene dwumadi ahodo nso COVID-19 anyu omo anya omo nso saa omo afa omo yie papa no de ogidi ye se aban no nanamo a otutu no ebetimi awie pe ama enoma totoye ama yensikasem ene yenyuma ahodo nso etimi agina se kim na yede COVID-19 to so a ye studio no na kyerese enu ada case a yede etodwa no sa pepepe na etie ebi emeka ho na confirm case no na empem aduanan miensa ahensia aduonu mienu na recoveries no empem aduanan baako ahensia aduokron enum ona omo afrim no ahenu aduosia miensa sanso na active case oma aban oma doctor for ne nurse for Mr. Meka ejina won so no 1664 apema hensia aduosia enan ukopima encrementum Greater Accra sanso na Kumasi Ashanti region mantam Western region Eastern region sa mantam 9 omo na omo record case
abese na ochi ko na ochi mienu ni na mrase bedwafie ekotoja me kire Japan royalty deal no etimi ekotoja enya asem ketwa kra na dom dodo na ewo mrase bedwafie no etiase ema deal no etimi eba so na deal no ba so wieye no edom kuma na kasapi afa ho na enedai ekuobe se edunum civil society organization be se edunum aka omo eho aboma omo aye press conference a omo edi hrem se aban emo ne homoden na animu ya sa deal no ohwehwemu biem na se kebe ya anka ontwam kra na eno na openia waye tutrini ede ema ekuo no ora Dr. Steve Mantiu ede ato edwa se ohwe ensema ekoso ya na chese aban no ewo se mohire no ho epa na oye na enye sa nome ya aba no ade bia emwa o man kra na eno na ekua ye frɛ no Alliance of CISOs working on extractive anti-corruption and good governance omo ede atuja nom de atun semtrefo enim se omo de omo te asem na ase a enye yie enuti aban no enye nhwehwemu bie na omo entwensan Dr. Steve Mantiu
government have lost sleep over this Japan mineral income investment transaction. If it had been orchestrated under an open and transparent regime such as the Petroleum Revenue Management Act provides. Indeed, what the government is intending to do without mineral royalties would not have been permissible under the Petroleum Revenue Management Act. For instance, Section 5 of the Act prohibits the use of petroleum holding fund, which includes royalties as collateral for borrowing. And this is what exactly we are trying to do with our mineral royalty. Those who have divergent views are equal stakeholders in the mineral revenue. Therefore, attempts to disregard dissenting views is most unfortunate.
Dr. Steve Mantiu na mote ne no na se tepen so e de atudwa se sa deal no de aban na amon ho modern.
First of all, you are under what you call the minimum wage, which may be the result of more individuals or businesses doing necessary rules relating to Ghana, but even foreign ones using Ghana as a conduit for tax transactions and investments. And then the state itself will associate the reason why you are under the money
era sectepe ena yetene nkano na yeko ensemfo from so concerned students of colleges of education yeka yenuanom a omo eje entity ese akyerɛkyerɛfo ene anesefo ebeto dwa se omukubatan na omhwe omo ensohwe so UCC e de abeto dwa se omama omo na ochwe se omofa mo abo omo na omofa enkotre ensohwe di omo anim no yebeka ya be se na ochwe mienu ni na Ghana ban di to dwa se enrada Mr 24th of this month ene emientum na tertiary institutions a omantimi ankyere omo ensohwe no omo enkonkɔkyerɛ na eno na UCC for de beto dwa se nyame adoma na ochwe eba besimi ena omo nsɔhwɛ no ebe hyɛ ase na eno na school for edi abeto dwa se san hyehyɛ no ade bia emmoa omo na omo stama omo etifie nipa dodo na ena ewo nkronketoam anase omo ewo akyire a network nsem kra ebi eni honom a ebi kra nte kra se school no ye bie into oba bedru school mu honom a afei ena oba behwehwɛ nkratam eno nti eno ntimi emmoa school for no kra eno nti omo sre UCC for no se omo de omo pre kakra na afei na omo de normal agu akwamu na school for no aba campus nti 5 days de ntimi emfa ensua ade enkonkontre ensore empase na afei kra ne binum efiri omo krom achirichiri ede aba school so ahodo num nti omo de omo esre school no se omo enwene omo nsema omo kan ho ebiem opani a okasa ana woye president ede ema concerned students of colleges of education yewra akwaboa kojo akwaboa ono na eye national chairman ono ena oni edi enkomo sei ena ukane nsem
to the yensua de online but there were so many challenges the authorities no need power system on a but omoji say system has been successful madam you be say one among dates here weeks and now say time omoji am even banku sure o campus no this one so you need to marry because there were so many people who have challenges even from last month allowance by from the network problem. There were so many challenges. It means for 1 week, revision 9 courses and some of the teachers were not coming to teach. As of now, we don't know our course. Some of our course teachers, you know.
Eno Kojo Akwaboa one national chairman ede ema concerned students of colleges of education nensema oka efa emra anase ensohwe anyame adoma nyame adoma next week omo ebetre no wo kire se ade bia emmoa omo na ye call CPP amanyukio no emu nana ya adwantoa ede ato edwa se CPP for omo aba na omo aba enche omo edo manifesto nsem no ebe etudwa na manifesto nsem na omo edebeto edwa no ono ena eye secretary wode ato edwa se enhyehyɛ ewo mu no ebi ene se ebeboa ama Ghana for ye ho ahan papa ya enya asem ketwa
ye be lunch inchi bia na overall no di do mu na eye se ne be ya be hwa ama Ghana ye Ghana ma e ho ato mu na Bibiaye kama ewo nipa brabo se asetena mu beyi overall no sa manifest ne ne behwe but nitty-gritty de no say party secretary enya na na di intine secretary ne beta ne dia bia be ndi
na osanso eto aso eka se party for no obi a ofri mu bia no anase ne yi ontwene ho ema party no omo ebe call round school omo beko school tertiary institutions ahodo mu sanso ena omo beko obi bia enchen grassroots no omo asoye na omo no makasa se ne be ya afi 2020 aba ebeto no CPP omo etimi agina yipa ewo mu
ye team no grassroots mobilization, visibility, viability. If make sure that CPP not someone's falling to my prefer, we make sure that CPP no be back in the name. Make sure that CPP no human resource, financial resources, mina the big year. So nearby CPP be falling to my prefer.
Na enonton chen ena Franketu for the CPP amayuku no yera Ivor Kwabna Green Street so they atu just say ho behia say special prosecutor yera Martin Amido ono so odene nsem anase ne nkrata baba betojo ane ehunu anamo a watu efa corruption ho ewo manmu eno ena ebedia dance say Ghana ye koyanim anase ye bayechi anase yetim ewo corruption no emu Ivor Kwabna Green Street Frag Bella Edema CPP Amanyukio.
Where there was much expectation, but as at now there seems to be a shortage in terms of delivery. But perhaps there
there are reasons for that. I don't think we can just criticize for the sake of criticizing. I'm sure the office itself may have reasons to explain why that is the case. They may have.
Are you wanting to explain why you fail to deliver?
I believe every institution which has people running them need to demonstrate why their mandate is succeeding or not succeeding, and give it a full account of what they've been able to achieve. I think that is very important.
Ivor Kwabnan Green Street Franka Tufo Dema Conventions People's Party ono ena yete nkano na yeko APC Hassan Ayarga ono na oye kofa bai no sanso ye Franka Tufo edema APC amanyukio no na wade atuju ase nyame ya adom na Ghana fo koto abade ye toma ne se Kim di obeye ne se da e be declare se Hassan onabo Hassan Ayarga oye Ghana e mampani no the obey says Sadana Obeko Koda cells amade achi. Nina any saying Obetu sa na mono ama corruption ketasisha ewo mem ha say no. Wa obebodin se ne nyejuma onbebo mu ewo ketasisha mu no wonso omro cells anase prison eda. Say ena uchire mu.
Sincere with you and Ghanaians believe they will stop recycling NDC and MPP and Ghanaians are yearning for a change and want a change. I will get 77%. But in reality, what do you think? With the situation, I just told you the situation. In reality, if everybody says that they want to waste their vote, simultaneously they are wasting their vote on Hassan Ayarga, but they believe that will not win. What do you think I'm going to get? I'm going to get a winning bonus. And it's going to be more than 50 plus when you're thinking. Do you think corruption is something that can be defeated in Ghana? Under Hassan Ayarga, easily. The first thing I want to assure you, that when I become president, the first day I'm going to sleep in a prison. I'm going to sleep in the cells. The first day I become president, that very night I will not sleep in my house. I'm going to go to the police station and ask them to open the door. I want to sleep in there. Because that is going to be the signal that if the president himself can sleep in the cell, whoever is corrupt, no favor, no fear, you will sleep there.
Na eno sachire mu se odinhyehyɛ papa eba begu akwemu na no ebeboa ama Ghana a free primary copy a tertiary institution university no obia beko school free ne nyina ene sen corruption adokro Ghana na ekwan obefa so obenya sika no ene se obede normal begu akwemu ama corruption ekoso omemu no watimi asia no kwan ma sai de sika e free Ghana nsa wa Abraham family akwan so no yetimi de akwa akose enwomasuam ama yetimi enya school free sanso ena yebetimi enya normal outdoor free hospitals yebesi no 16 regions no ultramodern hospitals yebesi no regions ni nyina emu na timi aboa ama yapomden so etimi awie peye na eno ena ochirimu se eno ensheda enkosto ye bia.
Looking at an estimate of 2.6 million Ghana, 2.3 million Ghana cedis. But they want to know I mean every year spend not less than 3 million Ghana cedis just for their school fees. That is not much money needed to cater for. The most important thing is that you realize that the end school after this academic year, they want to continue to pay for their tertiary education. That has not been costed because we don't know the number of patients that are going to be using the free dialysis. But what has been costed is the equipment needed for the free dialysis. And we have done a cost of, let's say, I think we did 500 dialysis machines, which each one was costing around $70,000. Plus 70 by 5, you'll be getting about $3.5 million for those equipment, dialysis machines. And that is like Ghana to say that we don't have those, can't afford those dialysis equipment. That is to send a signal to every corrupt official in Ghana and all the members of the public offices that anybody who misbehaves, anybody who is caught stealing, the person will go to jail. Using no room for favor and no room for anybody to think that we will favor anybody who is caught or who is who takes government money into consideration. Everybody gets numbers before elections. You get numbers when you begin to campaign and put policies that are going to help. Look at the policies that are enumerated: a corruption-free economy, a decentralized state, free poor, free.
Na ekwan obefa so a obenya sika na university yakoni free, secondary schools yakoni free, sanso na primary education and basic education so yakoni free no say na ochire mu.
Corruption ongoing. And if we are to cut down on corruption alone, I am 100% sure that we will be able should implement free tertiary education. One would ask, why even the implementation of a free secondary tertiary education? That's the most important factor one should be asking. If we also cut down on vehicles, giving free vehicles and land cruisers to ministers, free accommodation, free food, I'm sure we'll get enough money. If we also look at the issue of widening our tax system and making sure that we create an enabling environment for businesses to thrive so that we can tax them in the system of capitalism in a way, I am 100% sure the 2 million students.
Yera Hassan Ayarega enono na Professor Nana Opoku Ajiman Tuapemo Dema, His Excellency the former president John Dramani Mahama onoso akwa ahafo region ebontwa na ahafo region na okopi mu no oko eko krobia yefrena nkasem na nkasem a okoye no ho ena nana danso eje otoso mienu di ato nanim se nyame ya adom na so befa akunwa na futo de ma no se o ma nani enko ngomasua ho yepa na ngomasua ena yede chechire oman ngomasua ena yede ye bibia eno ena bema impunctual aba nana danso eje otoso mienu nkasem ehene enie
no education ehun ya o papa you say na men nyina ho be hia na education there mani hia o pa what can some nyina Collins can some bi there some bua no ye ni agije to boy school ye papa kene ye nyina ye to bua kakra ye ti anya nkasi ye say ye community day secondary school community day senior high school kakra bi eti ye twa no nyama wa say no ebe kwa tiri say ma no enso ombeti aye amna prosopra chen
na eno ena prof yema mi Jane Tuapemu edema NDC amanyukuo no won flag bearer na ono so de atojo ase dwumadie no sangomesua enho hyehye no aban no eye na dida so kese na NPP amanyekuo efa baako ewo asantemantema sei on secretary treasurer penny ede emano Samuel Sampine ena dodo na anim no ode ato edwa se NPP amanyekuo no monkoso a na mo homoden titru afi abato no se ne be ya NPP amanyekuo no betimi asedi nkunim ewo 2020 abaye ba beto no emu na no ena ode ato edwa se campaign managers anase campaign teams a omo ayi wo mo no enye se omo ekotena baby ede age wo mo samba ewo se omo team fifre pa ede ma amayekuo no de nsemi nyina tujwa wa bra wo mo epa one constituency campaign teams ahodo a ewo mantemu ehase yentie Samuel Pine
akoye no ifia omo bidi campaign no enu the party ni shobeka ya be na otwemienu ekomesa na national party no inaugurate all the regional campaigns until I say she said the inaugurate the various constituency campaign teams no enuti ne ye ba ha ya be yi wo mo bidi ekunu enum for campaign President Kufadu eno no bo azi kwame siama e campaign watwuma empomia ha asem kakra edemu bia ne se sebi ekonu nya nipa baako edia e yade eso mu nyina ka wo mo ho ebom se de empomia ha mi gina no last December me ba hanom DCE MP edum o ma ye within 3.5 years no wo mo de kire ye evidence of work.
Yes, sorry so there yemfa story we are ewia yen emfa ensem mbi na Ghana yema mpani abedi echi ne nkomodidie mu no sade tujwa se ohwe guarantee system a ekoso efa enkwara anase school for omo osuapon mu omo eyen hyehyɛ se edru se omo ebeba beje student loan omo enhia guarantees no eno ena o kyerem se sa enhyehyɛ no so ebeye adwuma pa
policy is that, and in fact, that is exactly what we realize. You see, The ma alone no a national service 1 year. Right? And then after national service, no, so grace period of another year before you start paying, and hopefully by then, no, so you essentially have 2 years after finishing. One, you do national service. The other is a grace period. And then you start paying, right? And you pay over a period of time. So sadly, the 2 years they are thinking about, say you pay it within 2 years. No, that's not the case at all. You say within 2 years of finishing, no, you are still trying to put yourself together. So maybe we didn't explain it as well, or they didn't read the manifesto itself. But I think that with that explanation, no, then their concerns will be addressed.
81st year.
Eno Ghana man penny abedi echire His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia yenyina science no so na yemfa ensem no nsi hase Ghana opposition, the main opposition political party NDC one flag bearer His Excellency the former president John Dramani Mahama Eninam Oti region and so Bontoa no de ato mo enim se ba premix fuel abribia or how ewo ho no or the normal papa ebegu akwemu ama afarefo no so enya ebi etimi edu omo ejume ama economy no so etimi akoso enam se so bi etimi di ne juma a ese efata no timi sori ko ne nyuma so a eno na obenya bibi egu ne kotokuom eno so ena beboa ama Ghana yisikasem enso etimi ejina de akam bia no nyame adomo china voices ni nyina ye beba bebo ede amamo yakramo.
With all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he shall direct your path. Intisako ziyatindanara yami boshayano yami bajiyalate yaba bom yakanodo mreo befa biara yaba bom yakanodo mreo befa biara yaba bom yakanodo mreo befa biara yaba bom yakanodo mreo befa biara.
Monto era de honyom mwamuye aho teofo. Monto era de honyom mwamuye aho teofo. Namunyi niti kro kro no ayeta. Monto era de honyom mwamuye aho teofo. Namunyi niti kro kro no ayeta. Monto era de honyom mwamuye aho teofo.
Sing the Lord's song, all ye saints of the Lord. Sing the Lord's song, all ye saints of the Lord. And praise him, oh praise his holy name. Sing the Lord's song, all ye saints of the Lord. Namunyi niti crown crown aye. Montu erade wonyom wamoya alao sofo.
Hey! Sha! Ah! Biatu puna maye. Umaye da wasti. Enu yanka uti wati. Ah! Yeah! Yeah! Yes, we are top na maye. Yes, we are top na maye. Yes, we are top na maye na yes fata. Yes, we are top na maye yo. Yes, we are top na maye. Yes, we are top mopono. Yes, we are top na maye yo. Yes, we are top na maye. Yes, we are top na maye na yes fata. Yes, we are top na maye ya. Yes, we are top na mayo. Yes, we are top mopono. Hey, you meant to do what's the last and the Radiama Pepe Javia, what if I bet my bomba Tinabia, and the Pusiaka make her hope, and Radiama in as a Fogo, Shana do Bobia Babia, yes, one ayo, and Yaka Utilo Mira. Sir, oh, you're number one. Hey, you meant to do what's the last and the Radiama pepe chamia, what my betra my bomba tinabia, and a busiaka make a hopa, and ready my inner Safugo, Shana don't want your mamia, yes, one I owe. Yakut Shamni wo, Warani Abadid you, yes, Erani Wani Yajani Koshabia, Wakama Yadi Gudimo, when you see the Bebrasha Yafuma, yes, and I was sick. Sir, oh, you're my number one. So nyamiama wonyuma yinara yakwa aka oyane vacancy samia na radia sama mayo ifopa shana madumru sutio na meja kwa bioboye eradia mani bosia paramesha wadi ani monyam tuma kwa na from yo shiraka we know we could me dey for radio maya no must Wama do problem mayana yesa yam fata Naka against funny and not for Wama do spa Es was no one mayama ya say Ya practice ya sano Ofa so one way out Hallelujah Yeni mafekasi yani wo Ado kwa maya safata bio Yes Free you mamo Ana say ya sabi mo Aye wa du mara Yes Shaya ti beta fwani wo Wa mare wo no so apare yo Wa ma wo so apare ya Yes Arati ye ma wa mo Yina ya do yantio Umaya mawa mo Yes yeah.